So everyone talks about how important it is to have a personal trainer, a team coach. You go to the gym, you need someone to help you out. How about having a coach for your money and for your investments? Well, today we have Michael Rowlands from Scottsdale Gold and Silver to coach us on how precious metals can become part of your investing and your savings. So welcome back, Michael.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So we've talked in the past all about precious metals, what they are, how to get started. Of course, you come to you. One thing that I found interesting is the price of gold. And you mentioned to me one time that gold could actually really increase maybe up to, what was it, 2,500 or 4,000 an ounce?
Yeah.
Explain a little bit about that.
Okay, so when you look at where we're at with our money system, with the dollar, and you think about how much we've created in the last 8 years, the fact is that when the dollar is a supply and demand commodity, so the more you make, the less it's worth. Now we need to have demand. People want the dollar. Well, as they start losing faith because we have $20 trillion in debt.
What? Don't say that.
We're $523 trillion with unfunded liabilities. That doesn't touch on the fact that 80% of the banks in the United States, for every dollar they take in, they have about 20 cents of it.
Oh gosh, this is depressing.
So
Tell me something good.
That means that with gold, because it's a finite item, as the demand grows, we will see it increase exponentially, meaning a lot higher, because what happens is as you start to go in debt, right? You remember college when you started?
Oh yeah, I remember.
So your first $1,000 took you probably, what, 6 months? Now that next $1,000 took you, what, 60 days? The way debt happens, this thing called velocity happens. So as the number gets bigger, it only starts to go faster, kind of like a snowball down the mountainside. So once that snowball really starts rolling, then it's going to get bigger and bigger and faster, and as that happens, that's when the gold price will start to rise and rise and rise and rise, because when you look at the inflation that's coming, that for a loan, if you adjust the gold price today for inflation, puts us at $2,500.
Oh, okay. So with that in mind, who should really be investing in precious metals and the gold that you were just referring to?
Anybody that wants to make sure that their blood, sweat, and tears, their sweat equity, wants to invest in precious metals, because that is going to be the only thing that's tangible, physical, that they can own while the rest of the system starts imploding. So bottom line, if you don't invest in precious metals and you have nothing that's real and tangible, imagine being in Cyprus or Greece where you can't access any of your money.
Oh, that's not good.
When your money is inside of the system, you can't do anything about it. My biggest fear isn't the debt, it isn't Russia, and it isn't terrorists. It is being deleted. Right? We got hackers. Imagine if I deleted you.
That wouldn't.
You have an ID when you go down the DMV, but there's no record of you. So they're going to assume that's fake.
I'm pretty sure there's a horror movie made like that.
Right, but the thing is as technology gets bigger and bigger, and when you think about the tax people, the people with the taxes, that their refunds are stolen, their identity is stolen.
Yeah.
Next step is going to be to steal your money, then to delete you. Well, if I delete you, the bank has no record of you, the government has no record of you.
That's right.
So what are you going to do? So as we get more and more dependent on technology, it's going to be even more and more important that you have assets outside of the system that you can protect yourself with. And this isn't tinfoil hat, prepper, 6 months worth of food stuff. This is reality that we face today as more and more we rely on the technology side of things.
Right.
If the grid goes down and wipes the circuits on accident and you're deleted, then what? You have no access to anything.
No, you don't.
So it's like when real life story, when Katrina hit, I had a client, his bank in Louisiana, most of the banks are local credit unions. It's very hard to find a national bank down there. Well, when it was underwater, he couldn't access his money.
Not at all.
So he took his gold and he got his family out of Louisiana to his sister. Then he sent me the rest of the gold. I had to send it to his sister's account because he couldn't access his account. So after everything went back to normal, the first thing that he did was rebuy his gold because that saved him and his family. That is just one of many reasons. Outside of going from $1,200 to $2,400, doubling your money, outside of doubling your money, it's also going to protect your money. So the answer is everybody, and it's a misnomer. You don't need millions or hundreds of thousands of dollars. You can get started with one coin. So anywhere from literally 20 bucks to the sky's the limit.
So everybody can really invest if they have a little bit available to them. And you know,
Everybody should invest what they want to protect.
and it makes sense. When you're talking about stocks and bonds and paper stuff, you don't have that. But when you're talking about precious metals, it's something that you have, you can feel, you can touch. Michael Rowlands over at Scottsdale Gold and Silver can walk you through the process, educate you, and be your wealth coach about everything from retirement to tax issues to investing. Get started today by calling Scottsdale Gold and Silver. They have some fantastic specials going on. And hey, maybe you want to get started with buying a present for someone in your family to get them started on the right track too. Thank you, Michael.
Thank you.
And we'll be right back.